Do you figure that we as your parents, we tell you to clean your room only because we know we're gonna have to clean it up if you don't? We're gonna have to deal with the mess. That's probably part of it, to some extent. But in every little thing we're teaching you to do, as I've been trying to communicate to you with these videos, in every little thing that we tell you to do, it has much deeper than surface level applications for your life. Um, So what is in it when we tell you to clean your room? What is cleaning your room? Um, Here's some quotes. Jordan Peterson, have some humility, clean up your bedroom, take care of your family, follow your conscience, straighten up your life, find something productive and interesting to do and commit to it. When you can do all that, find a bigger problem and try to solve that if you dare. Another book by this, was he a corporal or a general? I don't know. He was in the Navy SEALs and then he was some kind of leader later. Book called Make Your Bed. One of the quotes is, making my bed correctly was not going to be an opportunity for praise. It was expected of me. It was my first task of the day, and doing it right was important. It demonstrated my discipline. It showed my attention to detail, and at the end of the day, it would be a reminder that I had done something well, something to be proud of, no matter how small the task. A lot of times in life, you are going to feel like it's all so hectic and you have no control over anything. But there's always going to be something that where you can affect change and make it better, even if it's the smallest menial thing that no one's going to notice but you. But that's going to have an effect on your psyche, right? If you start small, inch by inch by inch, you can branch out, right? Um, and so when we tell you to clean up your room, what we're telling you to do is get your life in order in the most immediate way you can. This is what's in front of you. This is what you can focus on. When you're probably sometime between 15 and 23, you're going to be thinking, I can change the world with the way I think about the world, and I can affect people to start acting right, and I can, clean up this town, as Goldie Wilson says um yeah, in Back to the Future, he says, Mayor, yeah, I'm gonna be mayor one day. Because Marty comes back to 1955, and this dude, this black guy in the 50s, is still a segregated time, right? Black people are doing like low-level manual labor. He's sweeping he's working in the, don't let me jump ahead. He's working in the diner, and Marty's like, yeah, yeah, no, no, Goldie Wilson, you're gonna be mayor. Marty's from 1985, right? And Goldie says, yeah, mayor. I'm, I'm gonna be mayor. I'm gonna clean up this town. And the boss there at the diner says, good, you can start by sweeping the floor. Now, was he being dismissive there? Of course. But it's also, there's something there, right? Because if you can't change what's in front of you at the low level, if you can't improve that, then how the heck are you going to get the rest of your life in order? How are you going to expect that your finances are in order? How are you going to expect that your family is in order, your relationships, if you can't do something as small as structure your immediate space around you, right? And that's what we're telling you to do when we clean your room. This is applicable beyond cleaning your room, cleaning your car, taking care of yourself physically. What I really want you to focus on here is not simply your room, but obviously that is part of it. That's where you spend like at least a third of your day, sometimes more. We sleep for 8 hours a day. That's where we're at for a large chunk of the year when you think about it. But whatever is in front of you, that's your most immediate thing there that you have power over to change and make better. That's what I want you to be thinking about. When we've told you to clean your room in the past, we as parents, we recognize, and you do too on some deep level, that we're trying to teach you more than just having a tidy space around you is important. Of course, it's also important for keeping your own sanity. Like if you're trying to do homework, if you're trying to focus on anything and you got a messy room around you, you're often gonna be distracted by that and wanting to organize stuff and use that as an excuse to get your mind off whatever you should be focused on. No, no, no. Take time before any of that. When you do have the time, and you will have the time, don't say you don't. Take time to say, hey, there's a pile of clothes here. I'm going to take 10 minutes to hang them up. Hey, this, that, or the other. You can always, you may not be able to fix the whole picture all at once, but you can always improve what's immediately before you. Always. And that's what we're trying to teach you and help you understand and practice. Um, anyway, I love you guys, and I'll hopefully see you soon.